A very good evening to everyone. Uh, I think am I audible? Just write it on the chat that I'm audible. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started. In the last session, we went through MAC addresses. We went through logical addresses. We went to data link addresses, same network, LAN, WAN, CAN, different type of network and networking uh, features. So in this session, we will be learning first of all VLAN and trunk, how to VLAN, how to make a VLAN, how to configure a VLAN to interface, how to truncate. So we will be learning this VLAN, and we'll be also doing few practicals or few configurations. Okay, so let's start with what are the components of network. So we know we can configure our network from many of the different Ethernet ports, MAC addresses. How can we IP our networks? But how? Like where we can do that and on which device? So let's jump into that components. Okay. So let's start with router. Wait, let me make a screen. Okay. So what router is? As we have many routers in our home, also we have routers in our network, like in network, corporate network, and but they differs. They have their own gigabyte length, or we can say like we can say how much the far the network can go. But in this CCNA automation, router is an essential things where we can configure our network with IP addresses. Okay, so in OSI model, this router plays the third, which is in network configurations. A router is a layer 3 device that connects to the different networks and forward the packet based on which IP addresses they are. Okay, so the path selection depends on which router we are using it. So many have manual routers. Many have a dynamic routers too. So it differs which routing protocols we are using, like OSPF, like IBGR, BGP. Okay, and many are there. Like if I count it, are there many. So it the transmissions done on the network addresses. So it converts the IP private IP to the public IP for the internet use. So if I'm an ISP and I'm internet service provider, then the internet I am giving to you will be totally different when it comes to you. So the IP will be differing. So there where their router is the main role play. Okay. So we can say router is something which hides many things. It can assign the IP addresses to devices, like when my so in my PC the router IP address and my PC IP address will be totally different when I have a proper manual router where I can configure it. So right now I have a simple router which is a D-Link, TP-Link, whatever, Telnet. Okay, so Ether. So it differs in which industry we are using. In home network, they are just sending simple internet ISP. But when we are using in corporate, we need more security firewall. Okay, so there we configure it like more of it. So we have four types of routers. I haven't mentioned here. which is a core router. The another is the edge router. The third one is a branch router, and the fourth one is a virtual router. So core router are used by ISP provider, which is the internet service provider, and it has a very high speeds. So they can control many routers with a single router. Okay. Where if I mentioned edge router, it has a boundary, it has a specific limit. So after this limit, the network will not be provided, and which is are used on the enterprise, the corporate use this. Like if we are into 4 meter, 200 to 3 meter of the area, and I have to punch in, I have to log in that I am in the office and I'm starting my work. So I will be connecting to the network, at that where it will get punch in. If I get outside of the network, it will not get punched. So that's where corporate routers are used. If I say a branch router is used in offices and branches, so okay. So if we have to control the access, the user access. So I have an admin in China, and if I have my employees in let's say UK, so with a single router I can give them the specific access. So I have to give access of 1 2 3 4. Uh, so only that much of access they will be getting in branch routers. What's this? Please mute yourself. So in a virtual router, it's a software-based router where we used in cloud and virtualizations. So we also use V routers in our labs. Okay, so that where virtual router meant to be. So if I give you a simple example of scenario, let's see a college network has a 3 buildings. Okay. One building name as admin, the another one is a library, and another one is a lab. So each building is separated, has a separate network. So that the router will be connected to each other. Sorry. Guys, please mute yourself. Okay. I don't need any disturbance in between. Okay. There any doubt, just mention in the chat. We will be doing at the end of the session. Okay. So, as I mentioned, we have 3 buildings. One is admin, the another one is a library, the another one is a lab. Okay, so each building is a separate network. A router connected to them are also on a specific internet provider. Okay, which is an ISP. So how can they be connected? So that's where the router comes in the play. Okay, so one ISP will be giving a small amount of internet to a single building, then it will be moving to the another one, then it will be moving to the another one. Okay, so they can also have a core router where we use a very high speed internet. So that's all for the router thing. It's a simple definition, nothing much. If we switch on if let's talk about switch. So switch is the second layer of device. It's a layer 2 device in OSI model, which connects to the same network, but it only passes internet or only passes packets when we verify the MAC addresses. So it totally works on MAC addresses, where the router works on IP addresses. So it leans on MAC address and how MAC addresses we build the table. Like let's move to the. So let's see. We have this switch. Okay, and I have some switch ports here. So this switch will be completely configured to a single MAC address. Okay, so no one else can by what we can say giving any like uh, any connectivity in between. So it will be directly connected to this MAC address. Okay, so no one can be a man in the middle here. So here where switch is, if I want to specifically send this MAC address any info, so I have to just mention the MAC address. So what will the switch do? The switch will configure it and only send the packets to this MAC address. I think the diagram was proper. So what MAC address do? MAC address just free out the collision between communications. Okay. So if I'm sending lots of hundreds of packets, 1 millions of packets to a switch, but switch doesn't know where should I send. It will be sending to each and every one. So what switch will be doing? It will be configuring it. So it will be sending the specific people where I have to give them. So I have to give packets to MAC address to A1, A, B, not the C, but D and E. So it will only give the packets to A, B, not the C and D, E. Okay, got it? So that's what switch do. It only filter out the things. So switch supports VLANs on to the segment network logics. Okay, so switch just that's all. It has also have a port securities in switch has many port securities, so it much more secured, I think. So if I mention switches, so there are types of switches which are first is unmanaged one. Okay, let's move to the another one. Okay, let's go. Let's get back. Yeah. So one is unmanaged, the another one is managed, and the third one is the layer 3 switch. So the unmanaged switch is if I'm plugging it, it configuring it, and it will be going directly to it. But if we are managing it, I have to specify that this MAC address should have the name of A, and SNPS should be continuously monitoring to this network. Okay, it should have a firewall security as mentioned here. It should have a firewall security. So that's where managed switch comes into the play. The third one is layer 3 switching. It can do switching and limited routing, so it's nothing much. It is same like as unmanaged switch. So I also have an example for switch. So in a school, let's see, when we have a school and we are working on a lab. So when many of the students used to go in school and they work on lab, they work on new computers, they learn computers. So let's see, we have 30 computers, and a single switch can configure every computer, that what are the info that computer should be able to access. They should not be able to access so and so websites. They should not be able to access so and so things. So each and every so 30 computers will be managed by a single switch, where a switch can be managed by a single computer to or a router. So we can manage it, what should be accessible, what should not be, by a switch. If I compare a hub and a switch, they both are the same, nothing much. So what hub do where switch can be multiple, but hubs cannot be multiple. We have to make a hub a single connection. So hub can just, let's see, I will draw it. So I have different connection. Okay, I have multiple connection. What will hub do? A hub will make a single connectivity and pass it through single person. Let's see, an admin. So just imagine I have an access of admin. Okay, I have access of admin. I have an access of customer. I also have an access of management. I also have an access of marketing. I also have an access of many other domains. So what the hubs will do, he will manage each and every access and send it to a one computer. So many of them know what firewall is. It can be software and or else it can be in hardware. So it depends what firewall we are using. Many of them we are using also we can say what we can say antivirus is also a type of firewall. Okay, so we used to play firewall with hardware. Let me mention here, as I have mentioned. Wait, let me close this down. Okay. So see this, an internet is passing through a router and it getting security checked from the firewall. Then it will they are passing to the switch. So same as depends on many different networks. So I have a network B, I have a network C, and I have a network D. Okay, and I also have a network A. So what they will do, it will get checked by a firewall. So if the packets, or we can say a data, or any universal thing, okay, we are sending, are they like eligible or connected to our switch or not? Are they anything foreign, anything which comes in a third party sessions? So it will be just blocking it. So firewall also do a packets filtering on IP based port, okay, and it has a very inspection type of security features which tracks the connection where the packets are going. It comes firewall comes in application form also. It comes in a hardware form also. We also use firewalls in our web development, where we use HTTPS, FTPS, DNS. So that's where firewall comes. So there are three types of firewalls. Okay, so one is hardware, the another one is software, and another one is next gen firewall. So the hardware firewalls are totally dedicated to an hardware. So we can say, uh, I have a complete firewall. Let me show you an image of firewall. What a hardware firewall looks like. Okay, let me share the screen. So you see this. This is a simple Cisco firewall. Okay. So as you can see, your ports. Okay. Here the LAN port is, and here the switch port is. Okay. So switch ports will be connecting to so the router port will be connecting to here. And how many routers we have, it depends. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be configuring it. It will be checking the security. It will be getting inspect with each and every network. Is the network belongs to a private, or it belongs to us? Then we'll be passing out to the switch. So switch can confidently send the packets to a respective user management. Okay. So we also have the software installed in our PC, like antiviruses. Okay. We have also a pre-default software installed in our Windows, which is Windows like Windows firewall, Windows security. So that is also type of firewall. It's an OS for a firewall. And if we jump into the next gen firewall, so we have many new type of firewalls we use, which are like ISPs and VPNs, IDS, and combinations of different firewalls. So that's where next gen firewall comes. So I also give a simple example so you can get a better understanding of what firewall looks. So let's see, our university have a gaming website during a study hours. Okay, so 3 to 5 people are playing game on an everyday basis in the lectures. Okay, so they are accessing the game. They're accessing the specific websites which should not be accessed in a school or school premises. So what the firewall will be doing? They will be completely blocking out the websites, to completely blocking out the access of the specific application, and it will be ensuring that no one can access these types of stuffs. So that's where firewall comes into action. So access point, let's jump to the access point. An access point allows the wired device like laptops and phones to connect to a wired network. It's an extended Wi-Fi coverage in office and homes. So let's see, we have a router. So we cannot have a router at each and every place. Like if I have a router main router in some corner, but it's not giving connectivity to each and every rooms. So what here we will be doing, we will be having an access point where we will be giving the connections to each and every laptop or devices, so that they can get access to their respective uh, uh, like management, marketing, whatever the thing is. So respective, if he is from the marketing person, he can get the marketing access. If he have if he is from the management, so that he can get the access of the management domain. So that's what it is. It's a simple type of small type of router, which has less functionality, and it only gives access on a priority basis, and what we need. So let's jump. This is the firewall thing, the packets filtering firewall, circuit like firewall, stateful firewalls. This comes to same like private and what I have told. I have just filter out three different things to more like circuit level and stateful applications and proxy level firewall. You can just go through this all. So let's go to the another one. So what load balancer is? So I have mentioned here a simple load balancer. Yeah, it's here. So in CCNA automation in DevNet, we use this type of load balancer. As you know, EC2 we use in DevOps. Okay, it's also a type of load balancer. It's an Amazon load balancer, and but we use NXX dot T load balancer, which will be using which will be also we will be using in our lab configuration also the same. So I'll be teaching you that. So in traditional networks, the load balancers were in hardware applications. Okay, so now they comes into the software application. So the NSX dot dash T is a new type of software load balancer, and we can also mention EC2, which is also a load balancer from Amazon. What a load balancer do? A load balancer distributes the incoming traffic across multiple servers. Okay, so they ensures that the single server cannot should not handle lot of incoming packets. Okay, so let's say if I have a popular website like Amazon. Okay, let's assume that I am a owner of Amazon, and I have a sale on Amazon. So so tomorrow is my sale on Amazon, and at 12 p.m. lot of people will be logging in, lot of people will be purchasing, add to cart, buy now. So my single server cannot handle that much of heavy loads and packets, incoming packets. So what load balancer will be doing? Balancer will be controlling it and sending out the packets one by one to each servers, so that they can be managed and they can be handled by each and every servers. And so load balancers also have different types. Okay, I will be mentioning it you further. So let's watch what load balances do. So the function of load balances are traffic distributions in a round robin, least connections. Okay, it has an high availability. If server fails, traffic moves to another. So if one server breaks, like I have a 5 server, if one server breaks, the whole load will be going to the another one, and it will be distributing more to other servers also. It has an SSL certificate load offloading and security integration. So I have also mentioned a shopping website has an 10,000 users at a peak time. Without load balancing, one server could crash. Okay. And so NSD load balances uses to distribute across 5 servers, keeping the performance smooth. So it will not be get congested, and the user can also have a like smooth buying and like smooth checkout. So that's where load balances. So load balance like comes in networking also, web development also, configuration also. So it comes on each and every domain in every IT domain. So this is a third party software. It's a Kubernetes. It's like an Amazon. It's a modern app. So I will be giving you an overview of this. Yeah, give me a minute. Okay, guys. So let's jump into the configurations of VLAN and trunk. So what VLAN is? VLAN, we can say VLAN is a virtual local area network. So we will be using this VLAN into our PNet configurations. Okay. So let's say a VLAN is a technology which uses in switches. Okay, so VLAN uses in switches to logical dive into the physical networks. Okay, and it has multiple networks. Like we can name VLAN as 100, 200. Okay, whatever the network we have to make, how much network we have to make. So in a college, let's see, we have a specific VLANs for students, VLANs for teachers, and one VLAN for administrations. So what these people will be doing, these people will be getting only the access of that much info, what they required in that daily working. So the suppression increase in the security because of devices in one LAN which cannot be directly to the communicate devices. Okay, so it cannot be directly to the communicate devices. I haven't mentioned here. Okay, so how to create a VLAN? So let's see. This is a switch. Okay, so I'm sending a packet to a VLAN host A, which is VLAN 100. So on the host is changing and the IP is changing. Okay, the host the IP is not changing, only the host is changing. So it's a host A, so host 10.100.1.1. So the last one is the host. Okay, the host B, which is VLAN 100, the 10.100.1.2. So a switch can pass on to the different host, so they can have the specific access. So it's not much of theory part. It's all about configurations. So I have mentioned here. So let's do the configurations. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, can you see the PNet lab, guys? Yeah, let's on this switch. I will be owning this switch. I will be making this switch up. This switch also up. Okay. So what we'll be doing, we will be creating two types of VLAN on two different switches. Okay, so let me move this switch here. Yeah, connecting to the switch. So one dot one. Yeah, it could be a network issue. I think so. Let's start with the lab. Is it proper right now? Is it proper right now? Yeah. Let's move on to the another one. Let's configure it. Let it all the interface gets up. This is switch one. Passcode signing verifications. This is switch two. Okay. So let's enable the switch. Now the switch is enabled. Let's move into the configuration part. Configure T. Okay. So if I write this conf T, so it will be going directly to the configuration. Okay. So it will be configuring. So I have made this thing configure as a root. Okay. So it will be working however I say. So let's add an VLAN. So I will be mentioning a VLAN. Let's take VLAN 100. Okay, now it's into the VLAN. So I will name the VLAN. Let's think sales. Okay, I'm naming the VLAN sales. And I will also make a VLAN 200. And I will name this VLAN name marketing. Marketing. Okay, I think you got, guys, what I have done. I have made two type of VLANs here. One for the first VLAN name is VLAN 100, and the name of the VLAN I have mentioned sales. The another VLAN I have made is 200, and I have named the VLAN as marketing. This I have done with the router, sorry, switch 1. I will be moving this to the switch 2 also. Just wait. What happened to my this one switch? Okay. Okay, it works. So I will be making the same thing here also. Switch configuration conf t. Okay, now it's enabled. Let's name the mention VLAN 100. Okay, and I will name the VLAN same sales. Okay, I have names sales, and I have will be making one more VLAN 200. I will name this VLAN marketing. Marketing. Done. So let's assign the switch ports. Okay, I have mentioned what switch ports are. Switch ports are this thing I have mentioned there. Wait. The connection we'll be doing physically. So right now we are doing virtually. Okay, switch port are the holes where we'll be connecting our cables. So I will be configuring that cable as a virtual form. Okay, I have to name the configure on which interface the connection should go. Okay, so let's assign VLAN to a access port. So on the first VLAN, let's exit this. Okay, right now I'm in the VLAN. I have to come outside the VLAN. I have came outside the VLAN. I will be mentioning interface gigabyte 0/1. Okay, so this I'm just mentioning it. It can be 1.1 1/1. We can also mention 1/2 0/2 0/3, whatever the interface. We are just making an interface, so it can be at any name. So I'll be giving them the switch port access, switch port access. Okay. Sorry, it went there. Wait, let it get through. Okay. Switch port access. Sorry. Switch mode access. Okay. Now it's in the switch mode. It's in a condition form. Okay. So right now I will be mentioning in which switch port I have to give the access to. Switch port access VLAN, let's say 100. Okay, so now it's configured to the 100. So this switch port, okay, the interface gigabyte ethernet 0/1 will be configured to 100. Now I have to configure the another switch port to sorry, another interface to the sorry, same interface to the another VLAN. So I'll be doing the same steps. Okay, so let's get out of this. Exit. Okay, and let's do interface gigabyte internet 0/1. Okay, switch port access, switch mode access, okay, the access is done. Now I'll be writing switch port access VLAN. Okay, so we're just writing this. Wait. Okay, someone is doing something. Wait, let me give him a. Let me remove him. Okay, done. Now. Yeah, yeah, got it. That someone is just doing something with the, like, as the notation was for enable for others, na. So they were just taking it. It's fine. You guys take the notes. Okay, I'm having a. Okay, let's get back. Sorry, guys, that someone is doing the annotation with it. I'm just, again, I will be writing the same. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry, you will get the notes. Okay. So where have reached? Okay, let's again give the switch port access. Let's see. Mm, where I have reached? Just forget. Switch port access. Okay, right. Switch port, switch port access, VLAN 200. Okay. So I have given the switch port access to the VLAN 200. Okay, I will show you now. Let's exit this and show. Let's totally exit this. Show. Yeah. Okay, guys. Here is your configuration. Just note this down. Okay. So right now we have mentioned the VLAN 100, name 100, VLAN 200, market named exit. We have assigned the switch port VLAN 200. We have given the access. We have a switch port access to 200. Okay, that's all. Now will we show VLAN brief. Okay, so we have our two VLAN right now here, which is first is the sales 100, the another one is the marketing. Okay, so I think we have done the marketing, but it haven't got connected to the sales. So let's again try it with the sales thing. Okay, so conf t. Let's jump into the interface part. Interface. We have switch port. Switch port. Just let's switch it. No, it's not getting tabbed. Wait. Switch port. Switch port. Access VLAN 100. Okay. Yeah. Wait. We have done something wrong. We have to went into in interface first. Interface gigabyte 0/1. Okay. Then we have to write switch port mode access. Switch port mode access. Then I have to give the switch port access to the VLAN 100. Switch port. Okay, just guys, give me a minute, okay? Okay. So switch port access VLAN. Which one we haven't done? The 200 one is done. We have to make it 100. Okay, it's done now. Now I will run again the same thing. Let's find the show. First exit it. Exit. Okay, I'm right now I'm outside the switch. Okay, configured from the console by console. Let it configure once again. It will be getting connected. Let's hold for some time. Okay, it's done. Show V VLAN brief. Okay, it's now the Ethernet of gigabyte is on 0.1. So we have shift from 200 to 200. Okay, so this is the default ports. You can use any port from here. So if I use 0/0 on this, so it will be assigning to the this. So I have just switched it out. So if I use the interface port on gigabyte 0/1 on 200, so it will be running on then on the 100 one. Got it, guys? Please write on the chat, please, if you got it. If anything is missing from my side, please. So I can just move on the trunk part. So same thing you have to do with the switch, the another switch as mentioned. Okay, got it. I think everyone got it. Okay, so let's move on to another one. I'm making it small. Let's close this out. Let's close this out. Let's close this out. So I have only right now. Close this. Okay, this is the so VLAN brief. Okay. Let's enable first. Now I'll be doing the truncate part, the trunk part. I'll be trunking out some interfaces from our uh, the default one from this one. Okay. So first, so VLAN brief. So this command is to check which interface is connected to which VLAN and how many VLANs we have currently. Okay, so I have make some VLAN before sales and marketing. So I'll be working on it again on this switch. So in truncate part, everything is same. So we will making the VLAN. We will be doing switch port. We will be giving the switch port the access, each and everything. Okay, so we will be doing the same thing here also. Let's go jump into the conf t. Let's again do this. Okay, conf t, and then we'll be assigning our VLANs, which is interface gigabyte. Let's take 0/0, 0/0. Okay, /0. Now I'll be giving the switch port access to them. Access mode. I'm always writing this reverse, sorry. Switch port access, same switch port access VLAN to our, which VLAN I am giving this 0/0 to the sales. So I'm giving this to the 100. Now again same. Okay, now I will be using a different interface for this. So I have switched from one interface to another one. Now I'll be giving a different interface to this 200 VLAN. So let's give the 0/1 to this one. Okay, now switch port access mode, then again switch port access 200. Okay, let's exit this. Let's exit once again. Let's check. Let's check. Okay, this again, let's exit. Sorry. So VLAN brief. Okay, I done something wrong. So VLAN brief. Okay, so here when mismatch, the native VLAN mismatch. Okay, what not discovered and Ethernet slash switch. So as you can see, I have switched the 200 VLAN from the marketing 0/1. So it also got changed here. So as you can see, they both are connected to a LAN. Okay, so they are connected to a LAN which is gigabyte 0/1 to 0/2. So when I have changed on the router 2, the router 1 also have changed. So in router 1, if I again write same thing, so they will be getting changed. Okay, so it here mentioned the native VLAN discovers mismatch discovered on gigabytes 0/1 200 with switch Ethernet 0/0. Okay, so let's ignore this for now. Okay, now we have to truncate because they both are interconnected. So if I do something here, they will also get changed on switch 1. So if I run some commands here, they will be running on the same one. I have to just change out the Gigabyte Ethernet. So let's see on here, I will be doing some trunking part. So trunking is a special type of connection between two network devices. Okay, guys. So usually between switches or different type of switches and routers, they can carry they can carry the traffic for multiple VLANs. Okay, so at the same time. So just think about they used to control the traffic between multiple VLANs. native VLAN mismatch discovered. So just name. Let me remove the connection. So I deleted the connection. Now it will not come. Right now I'll be configuring the same on switch 1. Okay, let's jump into the configuration again. And let's write interface gigabyte, sorry, gigabyte 0/24. Okay, so the thing got wrong. Wait, let's see. Do we have 0/24? No, we don't have. Let's mention 0/1. Okay, switch port mode. Oh, okay. Command add the interface whose trunk in configuration is an auto cannot be configured as the trunk will not run right now. I think so. The configuration is like much more. We have to first do the mapping between two. So mapping doesn't work here. But when you will be doing on a lab right now, on exam lab, so it will work. It works. Mhm. So I think this much is the only part you have to just mention on which where you will be trunking out like the interface, where like the filtering out. So so trunk is something where it will just add a specific condition in the between. So the packets which which will be going through this gigabyte with this interface will be filtering from the trunk, like this trunk command. So that's what the thing is. Nothing more. We have to use a mapping command right now before the trunk, but it doesn't work on my switch on my lab. But when you will be doing on any other lab, like in UNG or else something, so at that time it will run. So the whole notes will be given. Okay. So that's all for today. Okay. So A Khan has asked, sir, all these confusions why we are not doing with script. So right now, this is the basics. We have to just configure the thing. Okay. Furthermore, we'll be working on script also. So just guys, please hold on. I was on a leave for many days. I was not well. So we are backing out a lot. So I'll be rushing out. I will be rushing with daily lectures. So you can use switchboard trunk encapsulation dot one dot. You can use switchboard trunk encapsulations. But we have to, before the encapsulation, we have to do the mapping, we have a specific command for the mapping also. So mapping should also work. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let me try it. Okay, let me try it. Let's end this. Probably it will not work. We have to just enable first.
Oh, So like you just go into the interface mode and then you first need to run show interface show switch port trunk encapsulation
Okay,
dot
wait,
one.
wait, 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 wait. Let me do. Okay, guys, help me with this thing. Okay, mostly I have tried like on my lab before, but it didn't work. Let's once again
Uh,
try it. Okay.
like few days back, I also like doing some kind of lab on event, and that time I also faced same issue. So that time
Yeah.
it was.
So
Yeah.
it's the problem with my peanut lab, uh, but
No,
it
no,
works.
like
It works.
like like we are using this like this switch image. Maybe this is old and like in new code that command won't work. Switch port trunk encapsulation. That command is not required on a new code, but like I believe like for EVNG we have older code for switch. Yeah, so that's why it is not working directly on the EVE.
Could be.
So you first need to run switch port trunk encapsulation.
Let's run this.
No, first you need to go into the
This one will work. Like you are going into the interface and put the
interface
switch
mode.
port mode run.
Okay, let's do this. Let's run switch
You
mode
are in config mode.
configuration. Okay, so let's go
Yeah,
to the
you need to
switch
go
mode.
to
Switch mode. Yeah.
interface. Yeah, interface gig 0 by 1. Then switch port trunk encapsulation. Yeah,
Okay.
here you need to first run switch port trunk encapsulation.
Okay. Wait. Just wait.
Directly this command won't work, I believe. No.
Yeah.
A switch port trunk encapsulation. You type mode, na? You don't need to type mode. The command is
Oh,
switch port trunk encapsulation. The
okay.
remove mode.
Port mode encapsulation.
No, remove mode keyword. Mode keyword is not required. Yeah, trunk encapsulation. I think trunk is misspelled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Just wait. Everyone
yeah.
is speaking, so I'm just getting things. Yeah. Can you read out the spelling of encapsulation? ENCAP. U
SULATIAUN. Yeah.
SATIO. Is it right?
I think
I don't think so. It
No,
doesn't
no,
look
no,
right.
it's not.
the spelling is wrong. Type keyword is not working. Generally, it should work.
Yeah, that's not working. Nah, yeah, see this ENC.
Uh,
ENC.
Yeah, it done.
Yeah.
But the command is incomplete.
After that, no. After that, you have to type .1q, DOT,
Okay.
and then type
Dot
yeah.
one.
Hit tab. It will auto yeah. One Q for queen. No,
Yeah.
no, there are no slash, no slash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 it's done.
yeah. Now type switch mode trunk. Now it will take this command. Yeah,
Thanks. It
you
works.
don't need to do the command. Yes.
So run this again.
Yeah, it's now switch port converted into trunk mode. Yeah, now it's there.
Now let's exit this one now.
Mm-hmm.
So in this. It's,
So you can see show interface trunk. That
so
will be
interface now. What the thing is? Sorry. Hey, just wait,
show
guys.
interface.
Okay, guys,
Show
wait.
interface
Yeah, show interface. Wait.
trunk. I believe that command will show all the interfaces which are in trunk mode.
VLANs
Yes.
allowed for active in management domains /1. Allowed for trunk 0/1. Yeah, it's done. Thanks, guys. I think so. Done. This was the only thing I was getting lagged. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So mostly this used to be like default configured, but
Yeah. So like if
this
you
this
run
thing.
this command in
Yeah, it's not needed much, but it used to be get default configured in many labs. But
yes, yeah, like in new Cisco switch, this command is not
this
supported.
command doesn't need it. But
Yes, yes. This command is like because
so we can just run
how
directly to the switch port trunk and it get
yeah,
executed.
yes, right.
Okay, that's all. Thanks, guys. So anyone have any doubts? Okay. Many of them were asking about notes and all. Please, the notes, the training notes, whatever the like the commands I will be giving you at the end of the whole training. Okay. Which will be on 30 of this date, 30 of the September, when it will be getting
Okay.
ended. Okay.
I heard you have some recorded videos. So previous
Yeah.
class.
So the recorded videos right now, we haven't got permission from the higher ups to get uploaded to give the to upload on the YouTube. So the specific
Okay.
condition should be met before I give them the access. So only the few of them will get the access, not everyone. Sorry.
Okay.
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 So
Thank
specific
you.
condition should be met, then only. I'm closing those this meet. That's all. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
right.
Good evening, sir.